Yogita Sharma, Business Development Manager at Beijing Africa. Beijing Africa is Africa's number one agency for helping the businesses to launch their operations in Africa. Our goal is to promote the Africa to the world as the best investment destination for business owners. I have seen you are doing really well as a digital marketer. So kindly tell us more about yourself.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my story. My name is Waga Kevin, and I'm currently the CEO of Bracibility Digital. I have passion for fulfilling clients' desires, helping our clients solve their problems, and also enabling the clients to get the feeling of the wow moments when their problems are solved.
Okay, so there has been a massive growth of technology in the world today, and almost everything today is online. How is your company adapting and making use of the development of this new technology?
Sure. If there's one thing that we've been taught for the past 2 years is that online is the way to go. And this can be experienced when COVID came in, I think, early 2020, and most companies and organizations had to close shop. And you find that most of them by then they didn't have a clear outline on the digital marketing services. They were treating it as option, something that they can do or not do without. This has changed and everybody else is going online, and most companies are realizing the importance of going online. So this is why the Bracibility Digital came into existence to help this organization, because most people when you tell them about digital marketing, somebody thinks it's like managing personal Facebook account, that it's just a matter of okay, picking your product, posting outside there, then clients will get to buy from them. But that is not the case. This digital marketing is a very broad perspective, and we saw the gap of fulfilling this by helping entrepreneurs, individuals, corporates, SMEs, and even enterprises achieve this goal. So our company has been here to help these kind of people. With a dedicated team, we've ensured that each and every client we serve, we provide value. We are not in for the money, and we try to enlighten them of the current trends in the digital marketing. This in regards to SEOs, this in regards to the designs, this in regards to the social media, paid per click, and all those kind of services. So my company has been in the forefront in providing this value for these clients, because what I realized, and most of the challenges that our clients did have, is they were employing digital marketers and leaving everything else to them to do. Then when they end the contract, you'll find that they remain in the dark because they doesn't know what is happening. When you tell a client, okay, we need to improve the SEO, then a client asks you, okay, how much do we pay for, how much do we buy this SEO from? Because they doesn't understand what SEO is all about. So we've been helping several businesses, and we have success stories that we'll share maybe in the course of this interview of how our company has helped these individuals and enterprises achieve their goals. Thank you.
That's great. So, how will you measure the marketing's success and how do you measure the success at your firm?
The the first way to measure a marketing success is, allow me use an example. Let's take for example, I've gone to the hospital. Maybe I'm feeling a bit of headache and maybe some body aches. Then I explain my case to the doctor, and the doctor will prescribe medicine for me. Then the doctor tells me, go home, follow the prescription, then you'll get fine. But you'll find that on the following day, maybe I'll start to get improvement. This is something how we measure the success in the digital marketing, especially in our company. What do we do? Like when a client comes with a challenge, or I want to gain visibility online, then or I want to be able to get more clients online. So we measure this by the interaction. Let's take for example, we've picked a company that's dealing with automotives. Then we get the interactions, good work, we get the increase in engagement, we get maybe the leads, and we also get reviews. This is a show that we are doing some kind of work. And also the wow moment from the client, because they say that your client, without clients the business cannot exist. So when a client comes to you and say, wow, at least I've been getting this feedback from our friends that we are doing an amazing job, this shows that at least there's some sort of success in the services that we are offering. Also, to add on, success also comes in a way because yes, we are helping our clients, but the clients are also helping the clients, because at the end of it all, the end person that we focus on is the final destination, which is the customer themselves. Because yes, we'll be doing things on behalf of our clients, but we all this our agency and the clients, the main goal is to fulfill the customers' desires. If we can get these positive feedbacks from the customers themselves, then that is a way to measure success. To come into our organization, success becomes with the growth, because as we started, we had only one client, and when we got into these offering these services, we really didn't have a clear picture of what digital marketing was all about. So we thought, okay, the best way to do this is to use the low prices to attract as many customers as we could. This was a misconception. Then after we understood how the market was and pegged our deliverables on the achieving the customers desired, our company has grown from the clientele of one until now we are able to serve about 30 to 40 clients a month, which is a very good indicator for the success and also the return on the investment. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely true. Clients are at first priority. So to become successful, we all faces many challenges. So what are some of the challenges you have faced as a digital marketer?
The first number one challenge is lack of knowledge, and I'll equate this when we get into maybe the business of offering product or services. We tend to emulate what other people are doing, because we tend to believe that if those other guys are successful, we ourselves we can be successful by doing exactly what they are doing, but that is not the case. The first thing we didn't understand when we were getting into this business is all clients are different, and what you want is not what William wants, and it's also not what I want. So I cannot communicate to you in the same way I'm communicating to William, or I'm communicating to some other people. So it took us time to understand the game, and that is why we changed our tactics, and we decided, okay, instead of being salesy each and every day, we just post the products, what we are selling, what we are doing. Let us give value to these clients, and let us get these clients to really understand why they get this. So it was a very big challenge understanding the target audience and how the target audience work. This helped us, and I think through the challenges we got to learn the rule of the game, and we are doing good. Number two, it was also at the time that you are getting, there were very big organizations and big agencies that were offering the same services as we did. So in a country where we are living in, if you don't know somebody who knows somebody, it's very difficult for you to sign clients. But because of our work and merit, it was helped us, and we've been able to we've been able to bridge the gap between the established and the upcoming startups, and we are now able to even chill with the big boys, as the saying goes. Then the third one was finances. You know, as an entrepreneur, like when you're getting into the field, you have a lot of expectation, but you don't really doesn't know the rules of the business management. So when you get there, you'll find that you have the financial strain, because in the first few months or in the first few years of the business, you'll find that you're not getting the conversion enough, but you have to keep your employees, because they have also other needs that they need to take care of. So you have to ensure that these guys are paid. You have to ensure that you've paid for the office space. You have to ensure that all this is done, but you'll find that you're doing it from your own pocket, being that sometimes, okay, from whatever you had saved, or relying on the pocket to mouth from the customer, as in from the customer's payments. So the financial challenge has been a very big challenge. Then finally, we have the misconception, because this is something that we've noticed. Most of the digital marketing agency, their main goal is to get more money and get more reach. This will come at the expense of service delivery. So you'll find that when you are starting, somebody, like for example, the customers used to come and you could get how they were narrating. Oh, I went to this digital marketing agency and the guys promised us heaven, but they did not deliver. So it brings that kind of mistrust even from the services that you're offering. So you really need to work extra hard so that you can have an agreement and a mutual understanding between you and your clients. But thank God, these challenges has made us who we've become today. Thank you.
Okay. So, would you make a client happy at the expense of your team, or would you rather make your team happy at the expense of your client?
Quite a tricky question, but as the saying goes, the customers are always right, because once you've disappointed a customer, it'll be the number one reason to express dissatisfaction. Let's take for an example big brands in our country like Equity, Safaricom, and Kenya Power, and all this kind of stuff. If you have a dissatisfied customer, from the just one tweet from this client can really cause you havoc in your organization and disorient everything. So yes, I can I when it our doctrine says that our customers are always right, and we opened doors for the clients to get solutions to the problems that they were facing. If my client is on the wrong and my teammate is on the right, what I'll try to do is try to bring them together and bring understanding. But yet, because after at the end of it all, we are all in the business of solving problems. So if we'll ensure that the customer satisfaction are met, and also ensure that our team, the team morale is maintained without looking down upon either the customer or the client. But just to add on that, the customer's priority will be on top of everything else. Thank you.
That's great. So, since 2020, you have been the active CEO of Bracibility Digital Media. So, what are some of your success stories there?
It has been a very successful journey for us at Bracibility Digital. I can tell you without fear of contradiction, when I got into this business is because I wanted to help clients achieve their goals, but I seriously didn't know how to do it. So what I could do is emulate how person A, company B, company C was doing their stuff. But through this, we got to learn. And the first client we signed is somebody who didn't really have a know-how about digital marketing as an organization. This was a real estate company called Nyotanjema Real Estate. So these guys they believed on the selling of word of mouth, maybe sales representative. Then we brought in the dynamics of digital marketing. We created them a website. We ensured their brand was known, and also we ensured that they were getting conversion from this. So the CEO of that place called me and told me, "Oh, I didn't believe you could do it, being that I was the first client you were signing by then." That was a very successful story to us, and through that we were able to get our three referrals from the same client. There's a client who needed a website. By that time I was just working alone with a friend of mine. It was not something official. So from our first job we got three referrals from the same person, that was the CEO that we were working with then. And through these guys were so amazed at what we are doing, and it became a norm and the foundation of our organization. And this is 80% of the clients, as in 60% of the clients that we are getting today are through referrals. So this shows you that what we are doing, as in the word of mouth from people we've served, has been of a tremendous impact on our service delivery and also signing new clients. Number two, when we started, they say that Today, if you are looking forward to getting a good person, somebody will go pay a different person to do a perfect CV and bring to you in the office. But when it comes to the service delivery, you'll get that it is totally opposite of what you're expecting. So we formed a policy that, okay, in our organization we are not going to use a CV to gauge what you can do, because we've been looking for result oriented candidates to fill the vacant positions that we have. In this, we ensure that we pick people, we nurture them, and we let them build their self. And from this, around 4 young guys that we've mentored in our organization have started their own hustles, and they are doing good. Something that it's very positive on our side. So how do we ensure that we get these guys? Generally, our interview is based on results. What are you able to do? Okay, we'll ask you the normal question. Tell us about yourself. Then what are you able to do? Somebody will come, oh, I'm good in graphic designs, video editing, blah 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 blah, such kind of stories. Then what do we do as an organization? Here is a laptop, here is the program. Like if somebody tells you, okay, for example, I'm good with Photoshop, open a Photoshop program and tell somebody to do something else for you. So through this, you will not be relying on lip service to hire these people. So then after that, somebody will tell, okay, I on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 4 when it comes to the survey of this particular app. Then we've nurtured. This has helped us nurture people, and then and the growth of the organization too. We started as 2 people, and right now we are 10 people, and that is a positive success story onto myself. Thank you.
That's great. So, when it comes to business promotions, marketing, advertising, in the world of today, do you think digital marketing is the answer?
Yes, 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 and a very big yes. Why am I saying so? Just as we started this interaction, I told you that COVID 19 has taught us a lot of stuff. And in the year 2020, when COVID 19 first came, all businesses were closed, and also most of people lost their job because they were rendered useless. So this gave people an idea of, okay, now I see these guys have been serious about what they've been telling us. Okay, we need to think about this digital marketing thing. And also this can be emulated by, in the past, what you could do is all about, for let's take for an example, it's a Christmas season or you are going shopping. It could take you time maybe to move from point A to the market B, just to walk around that place, spending the whole day doing all that. But things have changed and it's no longer like that anymore. What do? You just get online, either to these e-commerce websites, the how do you call, the Jumia, the Pigia Me, and all these kind of websites, and you do your shopping. Then how can you know that you can do these things just seated at maybe the comfort of your sofa in your sitting room? This is through digital marketing. And also, most organizations are fighting for space. This can be seen by a lot of sponsored ads on the social platforms. That is Google My Business, that is YouTube, that is Facebook, and all kind. Every time you Google something, you'll see a pop-up, an ad pop-up of what you are thinking about. This is all possible because of digital marketing. And if we have an organization that is still relying on the old models of marketing, then I can surely telling them that they are sitting on a gold mine, and it's high time they wake up and they harness their brilliance and be where they want to be. Thank you.
That's good to hear. How is the Kenyan environment, business wise, and Africa in general? Would you advise international investors to come to invest in Africa, and why?
This is they say bittersweet situation in Kenya to speak with. It's a very good environment to do business, but it's also not a good environment to do business as startups because of the high taxation rates that we as entrepreneurs get. But all in all, the business environment is good, and I can highly recommend the investors to come, because if the more we invest, the more we help save the lives, and the more we also help increase the productivity on our nation. But you find that their tax rate are so high, and it this only benefits those enterprises and the wannabes, the rich people that have made it there. But from us young entrepreneurs, we get so much sabotaged with the taxation, and I'm hoping that this is something that can be dealt with. Number two is also high cost of living. So because of the high cost of living, it also affects the price of the services and the products that we are offering. So I don't know something that can be done to curb this inflation going around, as in inflation that we are experiencing in our country and also in Africa in general, to make it a conducive environment for entrepreneurs and also investors to come and enjoy investing and getting the return on their investment. So I would, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's a good idea, and I would highly recommend to the investors to come and invest, because things are changing. We are seeing policies, they are putting in policies to help the common mwananchi, the common entrepreneur grow their business. And this has been experienced in the past 2 years. Around, as in, I can't have the exact number, but so many business came into existence, and this has changed the lives of people, and also the life of the investor themselves. So that is what I can say about that. Thank you.
That's great. As your company is doing great, so where do you see Bracibility Digital Media in the next 5 years?
Way back when we were in campus, the only marketing organization you could hear and we read in our books was Gina Dean. We didn't get to learn about digital marketing firms that are offering exemplary services. So it's our dream that Bracibility is going to be the number one go-to digital marketing agency in not only in Kenya but also in East Africa. We want to be an organization that each and as in we want to be an agency that people can walk in anytime and get their service solved. Number two, we are looking to opening up an academy that we get to nurture these people, because there's one thing we've realized, and that is one thing that is affecting a lot of youth when they get that opportunity to go to campus. Most of them are going to campus with the mentality, okay, if after finishing my 4-year graduation course, I'm going to secure employment somewhere else. So we want to open up a program whereby we can be able to train university students, we can be able to train the wannabe entrepreneurs on the basics of running a business and starting and improving on the hustles that they already have. So we are looking to be a very big organization, not just big in names, but we want to be big when it comes to, or as in the result oriented digital marketing agency, a go-to and somewhere that we can be rest assured, not us saying, but our target clients and also our clients, that go to Bracibility Digital and your problem is as 200% solved. Thank you.
Great. So, given that you are still young and the CEO of Bracibility Digital Media, which is by far doing great, what would you tell the youths and the youth generation who are well educated or are interested in venturing into the market today, but they don't have funds or can't find any employment?
For a very long time, I didn't realize I was sitting on a gold mine, and it was a very challenging period in my life, trying to walk from office to an office to drop my CV in order for me to get a job. There's one time. This is a story I like giving because it's what formed the basis of me trying to solve this problem. There's a time I had an uncle of mine who promised to give me a job. So one day he gave me a call and told me that a friend of his has a position that he wants filled. So he requested me to send me a CV so that he could secure the job for me. Unfortunately, I was out and I didn't carry my laptop that day. So in the evening, when I called this uncle of mine, he told me that he had already sent the CV to that person and the person was to call me the following day. To my surprise, I hadn't sent the CV to this uncle of mine. So, like, I was wondering which CV are you saying that you shared to your friend? But I didn't tell him, so I only told him thank you. And then it hit me, okay, I have the degree, I've gone to school, and I also have the master's. And why is it that I keep on from door A to door B to door C looking for employment? Then just from the comfort of my or as in from the comfort of my home, I started advertising. In fact I started my company as an events and management company, being that this was one of the projects that we did in campus. So it didn't work out. I kept on failing. I didn't have the funds to do it, but I had the willpower to do it until in 2019 when we broke grounds and we did some few gigs here and there and we were able to make it. My advice to these people is, if you can change the genesis of being an entrepreneur or making your life better or being successful in life, is to change your mentality that let me work for you, let me go to a university to get a degree so that I can work for somebody else. As the saying goes, they say that your boss can never pay you to live next door to them. They need to have the entrepreneurship mentality, so that they can be able to nurture what they are having, so that they get to where they want to be. The challenge with young people nowadays, they believe for you to start this, you have to have a huge amount of money for you to maybe to become an entrepreneur in Kenya, but that is not the case. The case here is start with what you have, because each and every person has a talent nowadays, and there are a lot of online opportunities that you can start yourself and get yourself to where you want. There are people who have passion in writing. Just starting a blog post, do some interesting stories. People will get to read as many stories as they can, and then out of the blues you'll get an email for some organization wants to advertise in your website, and that's how you become entrepreneur. And even we've seen many people have become things that they didn't think that they were going to become. We've seen cases in our country whereby somebody making a joke, somebody trends, and in the following day the person has gotten gigs of something that they didn't really know that they had. So if you have a passion that you really want to work on, be it in graphic design, be it in art and design, interior design, show people. There are a lot of platform where they can show people what they are capable of doing. And we have Facebook, we have Instagram, because you don't know who is watching. Sometimes an entrepreneur somewhere might be pleased with your work without even you, as in an investor, without you even knowing that, oh, this thing can earn you a lot of money. So practice your passion, give it your best, and start where you are. You don't need to have a lot of money to be what you are. I started Bracibility. It was initially called H&J. I started it without having even a single cent. I was with a partner of mine. Then I later rebranded it to Bracibility Digital. From 0 shillings, we're in a position now, right now, in a month, we can make between 500,000 to 1 million in a year. So this can be my word to those wannabe entrepreneurs. Nurture your passion, start from where you are, and do it. Give it your best, because you don't know who is watching. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelvin, for taking part in question answer session with Bees in Africa. As your experience that you have shared will help the upcoming digital marketers. Thank you for your time.